Hey, good evening, Facebook and YouTube family. God bless you. Hope everything is well with you on this Tuesday, July the 12th. Had to think about what the date was. But I've titled this video today, Will a Man Rob God? And I know there's the big buzz that's been created on social media about tithing and giving because of the statements of Creflo Dollar with his change on the view of prosperity and supposedly tithing. And so, we use the term, will a man rob God, from Malachi 3, where God said, will a man rob God, yet you have robbed me in tithes and offerings. And I began to think about that. And I'm going to share a story with you. A while back, my daughter, she has a cell phone, and we have certain rules set up with our kids on what they can do and on their phones and what they can't do on their phones and what apps and social medias they can have. And I remember my daughter had, she had, put something on her phone that we didn't allow. It was a social media platform. And it's not that we're against that social media platform in general. We just, at her age at that time, we weren't ready for her to have it. And there was a couple of times we found her where she had the social media platform on her phone, and we took it off, and then found out she had it on again. And there came a point where, because she had violated that rule a couple of times, we had to take her phone from her. And, we were discussing with her about that violation of the rule and everything. And, at some point, if you're a parent, that, your kids can kind of go back and forth with you to a certain point to where you almost just like lose. You're like, hey, listen, let me make a point right here. And I remember I got to this one point where I said to my daughter, do you realize you've robbed me of my opportunity to bless you because of the violation of the rule? And it's funny how that just came out of my mouth. And from that word that came out of my mouth to my daughter, you've robbed me of my opportunity to bless you. It was then in that moment that it clicked in my mind that, hey, when we are not givers, when we don't sow in tithes and offerings, guys, do you realize you rob God's opportunity to abundantly bless you? And I know there might be some people here, watching and arguing and wanting to know, hey, or saying that, so that tithing and all that is a form of, that was from the law and we're not under the law. But can I tell you, I've sowed tithes and offerings almost my entire Christian life, and God has abundantly blessed me beyond measure. He has truly opened the windows of heaven and poured out riches and blessing that I don't have room to contain it, because I gave tithes and offerings. And I really believe that today I would not be where I'm at and the abundant blessings that I have with God if I had not been consistent in tithes and offerings. I would have literally robbed God of his opportunity to bless me. So today, family and friends, today, the Bible says you can test God in giving in tithes and offerings. Today, I challenge you, test God in this and see if he will not open up the windows of heaven and bless you. And if you withhold that tithe and offering, remember, you're not stealing from God and his money. You're just robbing God of the opportunity to bless you. So as you give in tithes and offerings, may God richly bless you. Have a great day.